Hello, my horror fans. Welcome back to Hermione's Horror Review. So I do content twice a week, unless I want to add more videos. It's like if I have book hauls or book reviews and stuff like that, you'll get content a couple times a week. So I did a video yesterday talking about this on my main book channel, and I didn't have time to do it on this channel. But here we go. So yesterday marks Banned Book Week, and this is a week where we highlight and we give a voice to books that have been banned. Now, I had heard about Banned Book Week back in 2000, and this happened because they were banning Harry Potter. And me being a very big Harry Potter fan, I was livid because I had read the books, my mother had read the book, and she had no problem with what was inside of it and everything, because she knew that there was such a thing as make-believe. It wasn't real. When I told her that it got banned, she was like, wait a minute, isn't that kind of against the law to ban a book? Because back in the, I believe it was the 80s, I believe it was, or 80s or 90s, one of the two decades, PICO was decided. And PICO was a decision by the Supreme Court that said that that school boards could not remove books from the library because they disagreed with the content of the book. And it established that students do in fact have rights, and especially parents have the right to decide what their child can and cannot read. There's actually a scene in Field of Dreams, and I don't remember, or I don't know what year Field of Dreams came out. Kevin Costner was a lot younger back then. They were all younger, or some of the extras are now dead, but they were trying to ban this book, and they're trying to get the school board to remove it, and the school board said quite plainly, we can't do that because the Supreme Court has said we can't do that. So that's where I get that from. I get that from that scene where the Supreme Court told the school boards, you cannot do this. And this is one huge reason why I think it's either Texas or Florida or some other state is trying to get it's probably Texas, Texas or Florida, because it's going through the Louisiana Circuit Court of the appeal court in Louisiana. The one that Kavanaugh doesn't like. He's just like, why did I get this one? So it's like, you can put a clock to it on Florida. They just like clockwork, they're banning this book. So in light of all that, Banned Book Week is very important. And as an author, I really consider Banned Book Week to be like the not holiday, but like the week that I really, really say, if you're being told that you can't read this book, go to your library, go to your bookstore, go online, whatever, and try to get the book. Because only when you've read the book will you understand if what they say is true or what they say is false. Now, there is a clear line. Now, the book that I'm currently writing and everything, it does have sex in it. It does have sex in it. It does have fondling in it and things like that. I definitely would not want that book to be in a middle school library. I would be like, really? Really? You want people to think I'm a groomer? Though my brother would be absolutely clear about this. I'm not a groomer. I know. I was exposed to, when I was a little girl, by a child molester. And so I know how bad these people are. And I would never ever do that to another child. This book is adult horror, or adult kind of borderline erotic horror, but it is considered adult horror. It's adult fiction. It is not meant for middle school libraries. In fact, my book probably won't ever be in a middle school library because I self-published the book. And libraries are not interested in self-published books. But anyways, so as someone who does write these scenes in books, who writes excessive violence, blood, gore, death, eyeballs being ripped out, and being devoured, and all that type of stuff, you can't tell me that I don't know what is sexually explicit and what is not. As an author, I know what is sexually explicit. Erotic horror is definitely sexually explicit, but you don't see them in libraries. I mean, back in the 90s, they were in public libraries because erotic horror was like the most popular. And of course, it was in the adult section, but teenagers still checked them out because it was forbidden. It was something naughty, and everything. So, I personally would be upset if my book was in a middle school library. I would be like, okay, look, I'm not about to be accused of something I have no desire to do. I want it moved to the high school library with, you have to be 18 to read this book. But anyways, so Banned Book Week is vital because there are so many books that are being banned. There's so many books, so many wonderful books that talk about experiences from marginalized people, and especially from women. I mean, women are still a minority group, even if they don't appear to be so. So in celebration of Banned Book Week, I don't have my thing on it, but I started on Stephen King's Carrie. Now, the reason I chose Carrie is because I believe Carrie's been banned in 4 school districts in Florida. This was among I believe it was 26 or 36 of his books that were banned. Carrie is about a girl called Carrie White who has this uncontrolled telekinesis, and she ends up killing everybody for the prom. The book has been made into a movie that won an Academy Award. I don't know what the Academy Award win was for, but it really set a lot of actors down the path of being as well known as they are now, like John Travolta and Sissy Spacek and all that. I think she related to that one guy. I actually started this book yesterday. I read a couple pages because I really didn't have a lot of time. But Carrie was Stephen King's first novel. It was the novel we almost didn't get because he threw the first 3 pages of the book in the garbage, and his wife fished it out and got it all looking as best she could, and she said, I want to know what happens next. So I chose Carrie because it is the first book in the series of books, and it is also banned in Florida. And I think it might be banned elsewhere. So anyways, that is my video for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I will be back tomorrow I believe I've got a couple videos I will be uploading, so you might get like 4 or 5 videos this week. So I will see you guys next time.